I'm playing very strange kind of football. I'm belongs to the coaches who is playing attacking football. My nickname in South Africa is attack, attack, attack. I prefer to win the match 6-5 than 1-0. My philosophy is, if you not score the goal, you cannot win the match. It's true, isn't it? And another very strong philosophy is my team always must to score one goal more than my opponent. You know, for example, in Tanzania, they call my nickname is Sitabila. In Swahili, that is meaning 6-0. When I started coaching in Tanzania, after 3 months, nobody asked me, do we win the match or what is the, no. They asked me, what is the result today? When I win the match 3-0, my supporters said, only 3-0. Oh, come on, coach. What is going on? We win the match 7-0, 6-0, 8-0, and those kind of things, you know. In South Africa, same thing. In Ghana, same thing. You know, when you have some kind of records about that, for example, in Ghana, in half season, I have a 19 points difference. We not lose the match in 14 matches. In South Africa, 19 matches. In Nigeria, 14 matches, which is never going to be broken. In Nigeria, we beat everybody. I mean, you get my point. That is the style of football what I play. When I came in South Africa, again, I took the team who is the last on the table. Last on the table, we have 4 points after 7 matches. And end of the season, end of the half season, we became position number 5. We win all the matches. We not play draw. We win all the matches. Second round, we win and play draw until when I read my contract, they said, when you save the club from the relegation, in that case, we're going to talk about to renew the contract. And I sit with the president of the club and said, wait a minute, 10 matches before the end, I save your club from relegation. We have enough points. Now we talk about the new contract. He said, later, we're going to talk later. I said, okay, all right. I don't have a problem. We talk about later. But if it's the one coach manage from that until to the half season is finished and everything, with the same team who is season before is fighting for relegation and season when I'm take over is last on the table, managed to that club became position number 5, it is talk about that by themselves, huh? Attacking football.
The VAR Show. The one place for your weekly football update.
So hello, a very warm welcome to the VAR Show, the show which talks about all the various major football leagues in detail. Today we are going to connect with interviews and we have Mr. Kosta Papić with us. He has managed the likes of Kaizer, Black Leopards, Eswatini among a host of other teams. So without wasting much time, I would like to first thank Kosta for coming on the show. Thank you and welcome to the show. And I would like to begin by asking you, how are you and what are you doing?
I'm okay. According to this situation, I'm okay. I'm okay now.
And what have you been doing during the pandemic period? How have you been spending it?
To be honest with you, I'm just working on my education, which is very important. You know, you must to get ready for everything what is going to happen after the pandemic. You know, the new style of football, the new style of preparing the team and everything else. But you can do anything now through the pandemic issue, especially traveling and especially working in a places where you actually want to work. That is the situation what we're facing. Not only me, everybody else.
Of course, like, and you said, like, like you have to prepare and be ready, like, because the football is, of course, going to change after everything gets back to normal. What do you think will change?
There's some kind of rule of football, the number of changes in a match, the way how you prepare the attacking issue of your style is different now than let me say 1 year ago. To prepare the team, to understand the friendly match, what you have during your preparation period, is going to be a similar like a official match, because there is no people who is watching that match. That is meaning the empty stadium and everything else. You know, it's not easy to play in a stadium who is capacity 60,000, 50,000, and is nobody in a field. I mean, in the stand. You cannot make the players to have that kind of mental preparation like what they had before, which is meaning the new situation, the new things what is happened, you must to be get ready for that and prepare your team for that. And nobody knows how long it's going to be like this, and we never know if we come back in a normal situation. Do we ever come back in this situation? Which is meaning you must to be ready for adapting of everything what is going to happen. That is part of our job, you know. And if you understand what I'm talking about, in that case, those coaches and those players who is more adaptive on the situation is going to be successful.
It's like, you said, like, how the fans are important, but it can play reverse also, right? Like, suppose you are going to play an away game where you would have less fans compared to your home game, so that will be advantageous for you, right?
Like I said, maybe this time is going to be something different. The away team more or less is have a same situation like a home team, because the advantage what is have a home team is not longer have that advantage, because the empty stadium is meaning more or less is looking like a friendly match. You understand what I mean? When I play the friendly match, there is no supporters on the field, on the stand, you know. And in that case, we play the match, and I'm try something, and he tries something. In this case, I'm not going to try anything. He is not going to try anything. We're going to fight for our points. We're going to fight for our goals. We're going to find to win the match. In that case, my advantage, like a home team, is not longer exist like before. You get me?
Of course, I wanted to ask you this. Okay, like, we generally talk about coaches and players. Like how good the players are, or what tactical aspect. Like how smart the coach is. But how much of a effect does the fans have on the team?
But nobody knows now how much is going to affect. You know, the new situation and the new things what is happened now is make the coaches to think twice before make every decision what they have before. You get my point? Which is meaning when I'm preparing my team and I put them in an airplane and we travel and we have a training before the match and we go in a hotel and we start to playing tomorrow, is no longer to be the same like before. What is the difference? When I'm talking with my players, it is no longer there's a 50,000 fans is there in a stadium. There is a situation like this and situation like that. That the referee is a different kind of thing. All those kind of things what you have in preparation before is not longer existing anymore. Which is meaning I prepare my players to 11 aside, 10 guys on the field from that side and my 10 guys, and who is better going to win. Situation looking like this, but you never know how long it's be like that. Do we ever come back in a situation what we have it before, or is going to exist like this longer? Which is meaning, like I said, who is the coach and the players and the team who is adapting faster is going to succeed in this pandemic situation and this situation.
Of course, I'll move on from that topic and I'll move to your recent role was with Eswatini, the national team. How is the footballing culture there?
But Eswatini is a small, nice country, 1.5 million people living there. But my problem is the players is amateur. You understand me? He's not a professional. Which is mean my player is working in a police or working in army or working in a prison, like a guard, and after that coming in a training. And people in Eswatini expecting we beat the Senegal, or we beat the Nigeria, or we beat the Ghana. I mean, I'm definitely going to beat all of them. There is no doubt about that. But that is, honestly speaking, that is very difficult, If they are professional, we have a chance, because they are adapting and they using the training session and using everything in a professional way. And in that case, it's possible to ask something from them on professional way. That is my problem in Eswatini. But I'm working there. I make the good squad. We do the historic results for a country, which is good for my players who is playing under me, and good for a country. For me, that is not meaning anything. I mean, I have another kind of record in my life, which is meaning I'm not fighting for that. I'm fighting for those players to become more professional, more better player, which we succeed. My contract is 1 year. They want to extend the contract, and we not agree about the terms and condition, and I came home.
Of course, and you're like if you were given the option, would you continue at Eswatini, because you have worked at bigger teams? So would you continue there?
To continue where?
At Eswatini, if you had agreed the contract, if the contracts were good.
It's very tricky question. Have a very good relationship with everybody in a football association in Eswatini. That is definitely not the reason why I'm not renew the contract. It's definitely not. I'm not renew the contract because my ambition is not coming together with the ambition of the Eswatini players, officials, and country. I'm looking something else, and some other countries who have ambition to do more than what they did before. And if we succeed on that, that is good for country, that is good for me, that is good for our players. I have an option to renew the contract. They put everything on the table. And like I said, for them, it's too much. For me, it's too small.
Of course, and you have also managed very big profile teams in the past. Like you take Orlando Pirates or Kaizer Chiefs. How was the experience there in South Africa?
But I have an experience in South Africa. I have an experience in many other countries. Actually, there is only 11 countries in Africa who I never been there, which is meaning from 56, I'm in a 45 countries. I'm there, sleep there, working there, and I'm working in 7 countries in Africa. I don't know why in Africa, but that has happened with me. I don't know, but life is like that, What kind of experience? But if you do something in South Africa, you change the style of African football. South African football completely, and you became legend in that country. Same like in Ghana, same like in Nigeria, same like in Tanzania, which is meaning you have something to offer. My opinion is very simple. If it's the one club from any country hire the foreign coach, he must do something differently, completely differently what the local coach doing. In that case, that is your legacy. That is what you actually need to do. If I do everything same like he's a local coach, in that case, why you hire me? I mean, it's not necessary. If you have something to offer, if you have something to bring new, in that case, the reason why they hire you is the right things. You understand what I mean? And I did that in the countries where I'm working, and I'm going to continue to do that in any another country where I'm going to work.
Of course, like you said, coming from abroad, a foreign coach should definitely bring something new on the table compared to what is already present over there locally. So in your opinion, what did you bring new to the teams that you had gone?
I'm playing very strange kind of football. I'm belongs to the coaches who is playing attacking football. My nickname in South Africa is attack, attack, attack. I prefer to win the match 6-5 than 1-0. My philosophy is, if you not score the goal, you cannot win the match. It's true, isn't it? And another very strong philosophy is my team always must score 1 goal more than my opponent. For example, in Tanzania, they call my nickname is Sitabila. In Swahili, that is meaning 6-0. When I start to coaching in Tanzania, after 3 months, nobody asked me, do we win the match or what is the, no. They asked me, what is the result today? When I win the match 3-0, my supporters said, only 3-0? Oh, come on, coach. What is going on? We win the match 7-0, 6-0, 8-0, and those kind of things, In South Africa, same thing. In Ghana, same thing. When you have some kind of records about that, For example, in Ghana, in half season, I have a 19 points difference. We not lose the match in 14 matches. In South Africa, 19 matches. In Nigeria, 14 matches, which is never going to be broken. In Nigeria, we beat everybody. I mean, you get my point. That is the style of football what I play. When I came in South Africa, again, I took the team who is the last on the table. Last on the table, we have 4 points after 7 matches. And end of the season, end of the half season, we became position number 5. We win all the matches. We not play draw. We win all the matches. Second round, we win and play draw until when I read my contract, they said, when you save the club from the relegation, in that case, we're going to talk about to renew the contract. And I sit with the president of the club and said, wait a minute, 10 matches before the end, I save your club from relegation. We have enough points. Now we talk about the new contract. He said, later, we're going to talk later. I said, okay, all right. I don't have a problem. We talk about later. But if it's the one coach manage from that until to the half season is finished and everything, with the same team who is season before is fighting for relegation and season when I'm take over is last on the table, managed to that club became position number 5, it is talk about that by themselves, huh? Attacking football.
Of course, I wanted to ask you, you spoke about South Africa, and in South Africa, I do not know much, but I know few teams like the ones you manage, Orlando Pirates, and you have Mamelodi Sundowns, and you have Kaizer Chiefs. According to you, in your experience, what you were there, where did you enjoy your time the most?
Oh, definitely Orlando Pirates. That is no doubt about that. Before I came, Orlando Pirates is have a, they not win anything. They not did very well, and they take out all the players, and they don't know what to do. And I go to the young team, the development team, and bring the 7 players from the development, start working on them, and after that we start to playing, and we're playing the best football ever in that country. And those players became the legend in that country, like nobody else before. Which is meaning, if you work, you will make it. And if you just face the situation and after they start to crying about the situation and complaining about the situation and not doing anything, in that case, you're never going to succeed. When I came in Orlando Pirates, the first thing what is complaining everybody in a newspaper, but we are footballer, we're not athletic. And I said, okay, I understand what you said, but before you start to play football, you must have a strength, you must have a skill. And I'm working on that. And after that, when we started doing the things, they became, like I said, legend. Just one thing, when we're talking about everything. 2005, I became coach of 2004. And we finished the season and the half season, and 2004 we start the new season. The half season. Sorry, half season. 2004, 7th of January, from 26 registered players, I have 7 players in squad. 7 only. The rest of them is in a national team. 19 players is playing for a national team. under 20, under 23, national team, and players who is foreigner. That kind of record is have Arsenal in a World Cup. I don't remember which one, and that one. Before that, everything what I told you, Orlando Pirates is have only one player in a national team. Only one. I think you understand what I said. If you manage for 6 months to do the job, and after that 19 players call for a national team, for me that is the winning like a World Cup, not only local leagues or cup or whatever.
Of course, I wanted to ask you regarding that. You have managed in Nigeria and in clubs in Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, and Tanzania, and many other countries. I wanted to ask you, how is the footballing culture different in those countries?
But there's no doubt it's a different, the different of attitude of the players, different of the money issue, different of culture and everything else. Most talented players, Nigeria and Ghana. The players who have a strong opportunity to play in Europe is South Africa. Those kind of things, For example, Tanzania is growing now very fast, growing very, very fast. In South Africa, when I'm open my academy, I'm a first coach who is have a private academy. First. There is no academy in South Africa, private academy, no. When I'm open, after when I close my academy, after that is open 102. Today is more than 300, which is meaning 20 years before nobody opened the academy. When I'm open, and I'm closing 2008 because of some financial issue. After when I'm closing, after that is open more than 200 academy, which is meaning the country is they understand what they need to invest about youngsters. Same thing in Ghana. When I came in Ghana, you have let me say like this, 17 academy. That is 9 academies only in Accra. Only in Accra, 9. Now you have hundreds and hundreds of academy. With everybody, the problem with academy is everybody looking to sell the players to Manchester United, Liverpool, Real, or those kind of things. They don't understand what is actually the main reason why you open the academy. You must to teach the kids to play football, to be ready to play in to any kind of style of football, in any kind of league, wherever you are, midfielder, striker, defender, black, red, white, yellow, it doesn't matter color, doesn't matter height, doesn't matter anything. You must to be ready like a professional player for everything what is necessary about it.
Of course, and I wanted to ask you, since you have been, involved, you have been also in the national team, which is the last job, and also club side for quite a while now. How different are the, jobs?
Different is definitely. With the club, you have a everyday training. With the national team, you have a training when is the national team have that FIFA break, yeah. And you have your team for 7 days, and you must get ready to make the puzzles with all those players with their quality in each position to make the good squad who is going to deliver exactly what you want to do. And you never know, do you teach them or you tell them what you want, and that is the opposite of that what they have in a club, or is that the similar what they have in a club but in a different way, which is meaning you must do adapting completely different way, but that is a part of the job, and it's everybody who is a national team coach is facing the same thing. It's depending on the ambition of the players, ambition of the supporters, press people, ambition of the officials, and the country, you know. And if you put all those things, what I told you, together, in that case, if you find a balance, you will have that. You possible to have a success. But in a club is a different story. You what you lose this week, you get it next week, you know. And the balance is like that, you know. And if you working in an ambition club, and you're working in a club who is have another type of ambition, in that case, you have that kind of caliber of players. You understand me? In Italy, in Spain, in Belgium, in China, in every country in the world, you have a club who is definitely fighting for win the league, and you have some club who want to remain in a Premier Division, and you have a club who is going to fight for relegation. There's no doubt about that. It's everywhere is the same. Depending on the quality, depending on the coach, depending on the ambition, depending on money. Unfortunately, we're talking about the money. I don't like to talk about money, but that is our reality, whatever we like it or not.
Of course, and like on a personal level, which one do you like? Do you like club side or countryside?
You know, I'm a coach who cannot who cannot say what I want. Depending on let me say like this, depending on the offer, you know. From my university, when I finish my school, I'm best on national team job, you know. Yes, I'm very good on the club side, but I'm best in national team because what I learn and what I'm educated and what is my performances and what is my observation is the national team more than the club. But you know, I'm working, no doubt about it.
Of course, and like since you said like you are more of a attacking coach and you like scoring goals and that's how you play. I want to ask you like which is your favorite formation, you know, like that you like to play?
My favorite formation is 4-1-3-2. That is my favorite formation. Favorite. But when you come in a club or you come in a national team, and depending on what kind of players you have, you prepare yourself, you know, about it. But that is my favorite formation.
And why do you like that?
Most important, I have 2 attackers, isn't it?
But then if you play like
and
4-3-3, that will have 3 attackers.
It's not the same. When you have a 4-3-3, you have 2 wingers, left and right, and you have 1 striker. And I'm not playing like that. I have 2 strikers and 3 midfielder. You understand me? And in that case, you'll be able to be more attacking than others. You know, when you're attacking with 1 left and 1 right and 1 striker, isn't it? In my situation, you have 2 strikers already and 3 midfielder who is attacking, which is meaning 5 against 5. In my case, 3 against. That case is big difference, isn't it? Which is meaning my team. The team who I'm playing against, he must be adapting on that situation, and it's not going to be easy at all. Not going to be easy at all. I don't want to give you the many stories what has happened about that, but try to understand what I want to say.
Yeah, I got what you understand. I wanted to ask you, like, most of the teams, maybe in Africa, what I have seen, little bit, whatever I have watched, they play defensive. So how did you go? How easy or difficult was it to like make them play offensive football?
The trend now in world, everybody want to play the defensive football and waiting for a counter-attack. That is, I don't know why, but that is the more or less everybody play like that. Which is meaning more is better to not receive the goal than not score the goal. My philosophy, unfortunately I'm too old now for that I start to come back in Europe, and start to do that again, because when my players come on the pitch, they are not coming because they are wearing the jersey of that club. They are coming because of supporters. And the supporters now, they're tired of this football. Football is going in the wrong situation. That is my opinion. They're tired of this. I'm very happy. Today my team is winning 1-0. Tomorrow 1-0. Next tomorrow 2-1. I'm okay. But later on, I'm starting complaining. Wait a minute. What is going on? Where is the football? Who is playing football here? I give you, give me. I give you, give me. I give you, give me. And we're waiting for a mistake of our opponent, and we score the goal 1-0. And after that, we park the bus and we win the match. Generally, people is tired. The way how I play long time ago, the way how is Jurgen Klopp is playing in Liverpool, the way how is some other coaches playing is completely different. Look, Barcelona is not became very famous because he's playing that tiki-taka football, I give you, give me, I give you, give me, there's so many passes and nothing is happened. They became famous because it's Serbian Messi, and became because of when they start attacking, they're attacking frontally. When it's a good ball coming in a 16 yard of the opponent, you have 6 or 7 players of Barcelona inside. That's what I'm talking about. How you prepare that is the difference between the coaches, between me, between everybody else, and between the new coaches who is coming. You understand me? But I don't like this, what has happened. And I cannot watch the football anymore. Honestly speaking, I can't. There is nothing. There is running, and there's a park the bus, and that is that. Do you know any new star in the last 10 years? Can you make it 5 new stars in everywhere in the world? If you make the 5, I came in your country and I buy you the dinner and the drink. 5 only. 5 only.
Okay, I'll try.
Maybe
I'll
you make
try.
it 2, 3.
I'll try.
Okay, try.
Nagelsmann,
Okay, try. Who?
the RB Leipzig coach.
Not coach, the players.
Okay, players. Okay, I thought coach.
Okay, coach. Okay, give me attacking coaches. Give me 3 attacking coaches in here.
Okay, I'll take
know?
Julian
3.
Nagelsmann, the RB Leipzig coach.
That from Ajax.
No. He was in Hoffenheim last year, and I think year before, and he came to Germany. RB Leipzig.
Okay.
The Ajax
Right.
coach, Erik ten Hag.
Yes. Cool.
Jurgen.
Okay. 3.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got 3. I can give you more actually. Just 1 second. It's difficult to find actually.
Thank you very much. It's difficult, but if I give you the defensive coaches who you make the mention, you don't know how many of them in the list. Do I'm right?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much. That's what I said. It is same thing about the players now. Like I said, give me 5 players in world. who you know is a new face on the board. There is nobody. Who is the players? Where is the players? Who played the football? Who is make the tricky? Who is make the dribbling? Who is make Mbappe? The guy from Norway, that small guy from Ajax. And who else? Do you know anybody else? No. But look, the Messi and Ronaldo in the last 10 years is there, and everybody talking 10 years they're talking about them. That's my point. 10 years, my friend. Maybe more. But let me say 10 years. When he came, the Ronaldo, when he came in a Manchester United, you know how many goals he's scoring in the first season?
No.
Okay, very good. 6 or 7, if I remember 7. That is the reason, because he's got a jersey number 7. Second season, 16. And the third season, 30. And after that, you know everything about him. When is the Messi came to Barcelona? When he's 11 years old. And started playing in Barcelona when he's 17. From 17 until to today, he's 34 years. That is meaning 17 years we are talking about the Messi. 18 years or 17 years we're talking about Ronaldo, and we not mention any another player. We mention some kind of players, but you know, it's 1 year, 2 year, but they're gone. That has not happened before. Trust me, never. From 1950s, you have every country you have a big star. Who is the big star in Ecuador? Who is the big star in Germany? Who is the big star in Holland, Belgium, France, Argentina, Brazil? Tell me. Give me 2 names from all those countries. Maybe you mentioned 1. But they did something extraordinary in football. They did very good. I'm agree with that. Extraordinary, no. You get my point. Football is going in a wrong direction. Everything is about money. Nobody is thinking about how to teach the kids to become the professional players, to entertain the supporters. Everybody, especially the parents, the parents now is looking only about money. Wait a minute, I have a very talented kids. Let me sell him in Barcelona or Real Madrid. And he going to sign for a 2 million. And I get the 1 million, you know, and in that case, I'm okay. You understand? It's a 16 years old or 15, and I have a 1 million, and I'm done. Like a parent, I'm done. Maybe I'm yesterday or day before yesterday, I do something very, very, very poor job, but I have a very talented players, and in that case, I'm done. I have a 1 million. What are you talking about? Who cares he's going to succeed or not? I don't care. I have a 1 million and I'm done. You get my point? It is not about, let me ask you something. And I hope you're going to finish with me. In Europe, you know, from November, it's cold weather, isn't it? And the kids is going to train outside, playing football. And the snow is coming. And you bring the kid in a morning training or afternoon training. And it's very cold. And you bring him home, and a mother see the guy, the son, said, hey, what is going on? He's have a flu or he's have a problem. No more. You can't bring the kid in a field anymore. It's snow, it's raining, it's cold. Let them he play some kind of indoor sports. Forget about football. You got my point. There is no kids now.
Yeah.
1990, in my country, in my town, we have 400,000 people. We have academy who have 880 kids. Now that same academies have 37 kids. There is no kids anymore. No. Nobody want to play football. Only parents want to kids play football. The kids doesn't want to play football. And we must do something about it.
Of course, and I'll move from that topic. That is a very you touched on very important topics there. I wanted to ask you, you had a lot of success in your career, but if you had to choose one moment from your career, which stands out the most, which one would that be?
Wow. But is one step of my career is 2008. I came to Ghana, to Hearts of Oak. When I came to Hearts of Oak, the president of the club told me, "Coach, we don't have money to pay you, and we don't have a team." I said, "What? Hearts of Oak, 4 times African champion, one of the famous club in Africa. What are you talking about?" He said, "Coach, no, we're owning money, everybody." And I said, "Okay, let me try to do something." And I make some kind of trials. And I bring the players from the 3rd division, 2nd division. And from 1,260 people who came on trial, I make it 60, after 60, 40, and after 40, make it a squad on 30-something players. We start. First match we win, second match we lost. After that, they called me on the board meeting. And one of the board member is asked me, "Coach, can you sign to the club, at least with these players what we have? In a preparing period, we lost, we win, so many things. Can you sign to this club is going to finish in a position number 4? I said, "Sorry, my friend, I can't do that." I said, okay, coach, don't stress, please, take it easy. Can you sign at least we are finished number 8? I said, "But wait a minute, you're not understanding. I cannot sign that. I'm only signed to I'm going to win the league." I said, "Coach, with this team, you're going to win the league?" I said, "Yes." "Hi, coach, come on. I give you everything what you want." I said, "Okay, give me on the paper. Give me. If I win the league, you give me that bonus. I give this kind of things." He said, "Coach," and after that meeting is finished, everybody stand up and said, "Forget about this. This is the crazy man, Leave him alone. Forget about him. We're going to sack him after 3 matches, don't worry." After that, 19 matches we win. 19. And we have a 21 points difference to the third and very important opponent to us, and 19 points on the second in half season. And I don't need to talk about that anymore. You understand what I've said? That is, for me, it's the biggest achievement, including the Pirates, including the Enyimba, which has happened to me, and I don't remember to have happened to anybody else. To have when you came in a club, you have 2 players, two registered players, and you're supposed to start the league, and you don't have player. The club is owning everybody. I bring the sponsors, I bring the money, I bring everything in the club. That is the things what I did. Whatever people is going to say about it, I don't care about it, anything. But you go in Ghana and ask anybody about my name, and you will see what is going to happen. That's biggest achievement. Forget about the league title, the cup, winning the Champions League. That is normal. You don't understand. You get my point.
Of course, and so I'll
Okay.
ask you one final question.
Last one.
Yeah,
please.
last one. And I wanted to ask, since you have been so experienced, moved around so much around Africa, and if you had to give a piece of advice to a young coach who is just starting out, what advice would you give that coach?
Oof. First of all, the coach, young coach, must to know exactly what he wants to do, to make their own style and follow that style. And if he believe on that, doesn't matter what these people, I'm talking about officials, not the supporters. I'm talking about officials. What I said, to believe on that, what he's doing. If you don't have that and don't stay standing on that, what you said, you never became a coach. You became a right hand of the chairman or the team manager or the supporters or whatever. One day you're going to succeed, one day you're not. But if you change your mind and start to playing football because of the supporters, because of the president of the club, because of the chairman of the club, because of the team manager, because of some of the player, in that case, you'll never be a coach. You must know who you are and what you want, and let them, players, understand your strategy and style of football and start to play. You know, sometimes you're going to succeed on that, sometimes you're not. But if you change your style and you change your attitude, in that case, you never become a coach. Never.
Of course, and
Okay, my friend.
yeah, of course I go. And on that note, coach, thank you so much for talking to me, and I wish you all the best, for your future job, wherever you're doing, and hope you can create more records like what you have done in the past. And thank you for coming once again. Take care, stay safe. Bye.
You're welcome, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Player-wise, it would have to be Steven Gerrard, just because, again, before he became a journalist, he was someone I just admired massively in terms of the absolute complete footballer. I think if you were trying to make a footballer in a factory, it would be Steven Gerrard, someone who, I think JV Carragher summed it up best once when he said, Steven Gerrard's biggest strength is he doesn't have any weaknesses.
The stadium. I don't see really need to do that, mainly such a big spending. But it's true that it would be a fantastic stadium. That's not bad, but you have to be careful. And mainly at this moment, when we are going to face a very difficult time,